From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Let's get you right into it, your afternoon update. One last day of this cooler and unsettled weather. The thing is, most of the activity is expected to be east of the valley, but we still got some activity to watch for parts of the valley this afternoon. Overall, a pleasant weekend, dry and mild next week. However, long-range forecast models indicating that sometime near the end of next week into that next weekend, potential for some cooler weather and some wetter weather too. But there's that chance for thunderstorms. Most of it's in Modoc County, Lassen, and Plumas counties. But the mountains of Shasta, Tehama, even Butte counties to the east could see some activity, and not out of the question for at least the south end of the valley maybe see some activity too. So any showers, thunderstorms we saw last night, those have moved on out of the valley, and we're really just seeing some light activity here for the mountains east of the valley. You can see it's mainly been in Modoc County this morning, now in Lassen, but it is making its way into eastern Tehama County, as you can see there. Now, the question is, will those showers work their way and survive the trip down the mountains into places like Chico? Well, let's take a look at the HRRR forecast model. You see how it just barely touches. So that's why I do think that this afternoon we could see that potential for places like Chico, maybe Oroville, and maybe even Willows. Anything more to the north and west of that, I think the chances are looking pretty slim. But there you can see some activity developing around Bernie, right? So if that makes its way to the south, places like Red Bluff, Corning may see some activity as well. But again, for the most part, this afternoon and evening, it's mainly east of the valley. Otherwise, the rest of us are looking at dry conditions. And you can see tonight, it dries out by midnight, and we're dry for the entire weekend. Saturday and Sunday looking gorgeous, as well as early next week. So this afternoon, best chance for thunderstorms to the east. Otherwise, the rest of us will be looking at dry conditions and cold tonight. There's a freeze watch for northeastern Siskiyou and Modoc counties. Temperatures could drop down into the mid-20s, which could kill or damage sensitive crops and vegetation. So just make sure you take those necessary precautions if you live in those areas. And you can see the overnight lows. And it's not just the areas that are not under a freeze watch, but places like Chester, Lassen Park, Fall River Mills, Bernie, I mean, you're getting borderline. Even Tennant and Doris, of course, those are within that freeze watch, but you get the idea. If you're expecting temperatures to drop down somewhere in the low 30s, you may want to think about taking those necessary precautions to protect any sensitive vegetation, plants, or even those crops. So for your 7 days, it's a forecast. It's dry. I've got that chance in there this afternoon for Chico, but don't count on much, okay? And then over the weekend, it dries out and it warms up a little bit here. We take you out to the coast, inland, and for Trinity County. There you can see those temperatures are going to be increasing a bit, but dry through at least Thursday of next week. But by the end of next week, say around Friday or that next Saturday, it may be a bit of a different story. So Alturas, Susanville, yeah, you could see an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, but then dry for the weekend and dry through most of next week. All right, that's your afternoon update. I'll be back again at 6 o'clock this evening with your deeper dive forecast, all the details you need for the weekend and next week. That's all coming up at 6. Until then, have a great afternoon.
Construction season is well underway in the Northstate, and we'd like to remind drivers to slow down around work zones. Keep Caltrans workers safe when they're on the job, and remember to be work zone alert when you see the color orange. Remember to pay attention to signs, merge early, avoid distractions, and don't speed. This message is brought to you by Caltrans District 2.